First of all, I must make it clear that I'm not making this video just as an excuse to play a game I've been eagerly waiting for. The truth is, I really believe that a player who hasn't read Journey to the West might miss a lot of hidden stories and background when watching the opening cinematic of Black Myth Wukong, which could affect their immersion in the game. So I feel it's necessary to explain the background story for those who might not be familiar with it. But you might wonder, this is a history channel, not a gaming channel. So why do this kind of explanation? Well, that's because Journey to the West is one of the most famous novels in Chinese history. Like my favorite, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, it is one of the four great classical novels of ancient China. This game provides a perfect opportunity to talk about the stories in Journey to the West. Journey to the West is a fantasy novel written by Ming Dynasty author Wu Cheng'en over 400 years ago. It tells the story of Sun Wukong, a superpowered monkey who can do magic, Zhu Bajie, a pig demon who isn't so good at magic, and Sha Wujing, a man-eating demon who also doesn't know much magic, as they help the monk Tang Sanzang travel to ancient India to retrieve Buddhist scriptures. Now, let's watch the game's opening cinematic while I explain the story behind it. I'll skip parts that I think don't need much explanation and focus on the important ones. If you want to watch the full cinematic, you can search for it and watch it first. Alright, let's get started. First, this is Sun Wukong, a monkey born from a stone, so he has no parents. The stick he pulls out from his ear is his weapon, the golden cudgel. He learned many skills from the patriarch Bodhi and then went to the dragon palace under the sea to take the magical sea settling needle as his weapon. So this golden cudgel can shrink to a tiny size or grow to an enormous one. The cloud he jumps on is called the Somersault Cloud. In the novel, he can travel 54,000 kilometers in the time it takes to flip once. The game doesn't fully show this ability. The five giants in front of him, the largest one should be Juling Shen, the vanguard of the heavenly generals. The four smaller giants should be the four heavenly kings. The one holding a pipa is the Eastern King of protecting the nation. The one holding a red snake is the Western King of White Sight, though the snake is wrapped around his arm so it's hard to see. The one with the sword is the Southern King of Growth, and the one with the parasol is the Northern King of Hearing. The soldiers below them are the heavenly soldiers.
My master. Safe. The scriptures. Sound.
Here, his line is very important. Sun Wukong says the scriptures sound, which means the game's story happens after the end of Journey to the West, and is an original story. In the original Journey to the West, Sun Wukong and Tang Sanzang successfully retrieved the scriptures, and Sun Wukong was granted the title of Fighter Buddha by the heavens.
All I ever wanted was a life in my mountain, free from you and your so-called merits. Those high above don't trust me.
When he says, those high above don't trust me, it's because before going to retrieve the scriptures, Sun Wukong caused chaos in heaven and fought a huge battle against all the heavenly beings, so the people in heaven don't trust him. Here, we can also see that Sun Wukong isn't afraid of these five heavenly generals and the many heavenly soldiers below because they were all defeated by him before. When Sun Wukong says to obey and serve once more, he means they want him to return to being the fighter Buddha under the control of the heavens. This explains why Sun Wukong previously said he doesn't want any titles. He just wants to go back to his home, Flower Fruit Mountain. The dog that appears here is called Howling Celestial Dog, and it's the pet of the nearby Erlang Shen. The weapon thrown down, called the three-pointed double-edged sword, is Erlang Shen's signature weapon. Erlang Shen, whose name is Yang Tian, is the nephew of the Jade Emperor in Journey to the West. He fought Sun Wukong during the Chaos in Heaven and was the only one who could suppress Sun Wukong in a one-on-one fight.
He's not just any monkey. He's a monkey of merit. A monkey was made Buddha once. Look, monkey. I don't make a habit of fighting someone I've bested before.
Here, Erlang Shen says he's the monkey of merit and was made the title of Buddha, and also calls Sun Wukong someone I've bested before. I think there's a sense of jealousy here. In Journey to the West, Erlang Shen is more powerful than Sun Wukong, but his position in heaven is not very high. After Sun Wukong successfully escorted Tang Sanzang to retrieve the scriptures, his status was greatly elevated, so it's normal for Erlang Shen to feel dissatisfied.
All these years, except for that pig, you're the one who talks the tallest tales.
Here, when Sun Wukong says, except for that pig, he is referring to Zhu Bajie.
Wouldn't it be fun if I pluck your extra eye out for my snack and allow you to keep the other two?
Sun Wukong also mentions pulling out Erlang Shen's third eye, which has a story behind it. Erlang Shen has the third eye that represents wisdom and can see through all disguises. In Journey to the West, Erlang Shen used this eye several times to see through Sun Wukong's transformations and suppress him, so Sun Wukong really hates this eye. Next, we move on to the battle scenes in the game. We notice that Sun Wukong currently has 3 abilities. The first is a paralyzing skill, a signature move from the original novel that stops the opponent from moving. The second is a defensive skill, which likely corresponds to Sun Wukong's unbreakable body from the novel. The third skill is very interesting. In the novel, Sun Wukong can plunk his own hair, blow on it, and turn it into thousands of little monkeys to help him fight. In the game, probably for balance reasons, the number of monkeys he can summon is much smaller. Here we can see Sun Wukong demonstrating his unbreakable body against the attacks of the divine generals. In the novel, Sun Wukong gained this ability after eating the immortal pills of the Supreme Venerable Sovereign, which is why he is nearly invincible. Now we see another weapon of Erlang Shen, the Mountain Cleaving Axe. According to legend, Erlang Shen used this axe to split Mount Tao and rescue his mother. The axe is extremely powerful, and even Sun Wukong with his unbreakable body would not dare to take it head on. Here, Sun Wukong transforms into a bird and flies away. This showcases one of Sun Wukong's most important skills in the novel, the 72 transformations. This skill was taught to him by his master, the Patriarch Bodhi, and it allows Sun Wukong to transform into almost anything he wants. Erlang Shen also transforms into a bird and chases after him because Erlang Shen also possesses the 72 transformations. During the Chaos in Heaven in Journey to the West, Sun Wukong turned into a sparrow to escape, and Erlang Shen used his third eye to find him, then transformed into an eagle to pursue him. When Sun Wukong turned into a snake and hid in the grass, Erlang Shen turned into a crane to catch the snake. Here, in this scene, a ring suddenly appears on Sun Wukong's head, which seems to be the golden headband. In Journey to the West, this was a magical item given by Guanyin Bodhisattva to Tang Sanzang to control Sun Wukong. Whenever Tang Sanzang recited the tightening spell, the headband would shrink, causing Sun Wukong immense pain. This was the only way Tang Sanzang, as a mortal, could control Sun Wukong. After they successfully retrieved the scriptures, the headband was removed, so it's unclear why it suddenly appears on Sun Wukong's head here. It also looks like someone nearby is reciting the tightening spell, making Sun Wukong suffer and allowing Erlang Shen to defeat him with one strike. The final part of the cinematic takes place in Flower Fruit Mountain, Sun Wukong's home. There are many of Sun Wukong's loyal followers. In the novel, Sun Wukong was always very kind to the monkeys of Flower Fruit Mountain. Even after becoming an immortal, he did not forget these ordinary monkeys. So in the game, it makes sense that players need to play as a monkey and find the 6 spiritual items into which Sun Wukong has transformed to revive him. Alright, that's it for today's video. If after watching this video you understand the background of the opening cinematic better and are more interested in this game or the stories in Journey to the West, then I've achieved my goal. Now I'm going to continue making videos. See you next time.